Shalom. Just checking the feed. All right, we're good to go. All right, let's get right to it.
The police had to use OC spray or pepper spray to subdue them and to get them to follow directions and get out. At 770 Eastern Parkway, that's the Lubavitch Abad headquarters, they were having some work done. And, as they were installing some new pipes, they broke through into a tunnel that ran below the building. And they were very surprised by this. It turns out that a small number of the students at the shul, who were actually here from Israel, were digging a tunnel from the basement into adjoining buildings and taking the dirt and actually filling up a disused communal bath house. They said that the reason they were doing that was because if they poured it out on the sidewalk, everyone would know and they'd get busted. And then they cut a hole through a grate so that they could come up out onto the sidewalk without having to get the key to the padlock to the cellar doors. The people who are in charge of 770 at Eastern Parkway, and when they discovered this, immediately put into motion plans to fill in the tunnels with cement. Unfortunately, these students, 5 of them, jumped into the hole and would not allow workers to complete the repairs. Strangely enough, they also would not get out of the holes once the police were called to remove them. And they literally started pulling panels off the wall in the sanctuary. And the police had to, in the end, use OC spray or pepper spray to subdue them and to get them to follow directions and get out. Rabbi Menachem Schneerson is famous, and one of his final edicts before he died was that they needed to expand 770. And what he meant was they need to make it bigger so that more students could come and more worshipers could come, and they needed to make it a larger and larger physical space. These students were taking the famous rabbi's edict to expand the property, literally and very forcefully dig out more space. The next step in this story is the city has now gone into a building that they have not been in for quite some time and inspected the physical plant, which, you're undermining the structure when you break holes in load-bearing walls at the base of these buildings. So all of these structures are now in question. Like, none of the members of the Lubavitch Chabad can go in there other than to lead the inspectors around through and show them where the damage is and that kind of thing. But all kinds of measurements were being taken. I was watching the DOB inspectors, all kinds of measurements were being taken, pictures were being taken, samples were being taken. So now what you're going to see is, I'm guessing, a laundry list of violations, of building violations, which are going to be served by the city. And that, I think, is the next phase. And then we'll see what happens from there. It's a very strange story. You don't see a lot like that.
All right, shalom. Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham. Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Excuse me. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, that's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers, and shalom to the elect. Excuse me. I'm back with another quick lesson through the Holy Spirit, the Rakak Wadash. All right. And before I get into this lesson, just wanted to highlight or share this story again, man, because you really never heard anything outside of it when it broke the news about 3 months ago. All right, dealing with this mysterious 50-foot long tunnel beneath a Brooklyn synagogue that sparked a riot. All right, so as we know in the spirit, it was a lot of, wicked shit that was going on underneath these tunnels, man, to the point where they were scrambling and had this thing immediately, cemented up so they wouldn't find out what was going on. So we know that there was nothing, there was nothing good going on in these goddamn tunnels concerning these Amalekites, man, these JJs. Okay. And that's why I wanted to, get into this pretty much just to show you that through prophecy, that Amalek, the JJ, is on the ropes. All right. He's about to go down. These devils are in complete straits. Before I get into it real quick, let me grab these scriptures just dealing with the tunnel. It's like I said, they were finding, bloody mattresses and baby cribs and baby high chairs. Like, what the hell was going on under there, But as we know through prophecy, the characteristics of these devils, all right, the scriptures say that they're violent in all the earth. This is Job chapter 30, verse 8, and it reads, it says, they were children of fools, yea, children of base men, they were viler than the earth, all right? So this is the base man that's ruling, all right? These are the people who have the power, all right? They control the world, they control the world's resources, everything, man. These are the ones that are in the power seat, man. So everything is coming out against these devils, Habakkuk 2:16, it says, thou art filled with shame. For glory drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord, Jehovah Shemel Shah's right hand, shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on that glory. And this underground tunnel shit that was up in New York, this is part of the shameful spewing, all right? Because they were finding things that they didn't want to be made public. This is why they were fighting the cops, as you saw in the video. They had a hard time getting these devils out of the synagogue. There was a lot of shit, a lot of dirt that was going on underneath those tunnels, probably kids getting sacrificed, all types of shit. You never know. All right. But it's all the spirit, man. And this all ties into Esau pretty much, getting ready to go down, man. You see that? So getting into the main part of this lesson here. All right. I saw this earlier. This came out yesterday. So it says New York City's Jewish population under dark cloud as tensions rise. All right. So what's going on right now, as of the past week or so, there's been protests and riots all over college campuses all over America against the JJ and what's going on in Palestine. All right. Let's make a point on that. Here's a video just to add in there. All right. To show you what I'm talking about. All right. So this is arrest warrants issued for Israel Prime Minister, not a Jew, this week. All right. Check this out.
Warrants could be issued this week against Netanyahu, Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, and Army Chief Herzl Halevi. The warrants could accuse Israel of blocking humanitarian aid to Gaza and responding excessively to Hamas attacks. The ICC's investigation follows international criticism of Israel's actions. If warrants are issued, they could hinder travel for those named. The ICC's focus on individuals, not states, sets it apart from other courts. The investigation covers incidents since October 7th, with possible ties to earlier conflicts. Hamas and Israeli officials didn't comment. Israel claims to adhere to laws of war, accusing Hamas of using civilians as shields. Netanyahu stated on social media that any intervention by the ICC would set a dangerous precedent, threatening all democracies fighting quack. He vowed that Israel, under his leadership, would never accept such interference with its inherent right of self-defense.
Right. So pretty much there's uproars all over the world against what's happening in Israel and against the Palestinian so-called, the genocide, the murder, the bombings, everything that you see that's happening in the so-called Middle East right now. All right. Global tensions are rising all over the planet against these people. And this is prophecy. And this is why I said Amalek is really on the ropes. All right. These devils are in complete straits, So reading this again, this headline, this came out yesterday. It says the New York City's Jewish population under dark cloud as tensions rise. Feelings of fear and insecurity among Jays on Manhattan's Upper West Side as Middle East conflict rages, right? And those tensions really going back to the curses, as I was thinking about, you know. Let's get that real quick. This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7, and it reads, it says, "In the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies." All right, and remember, all right, Amalek, all right, the double J, the 48er, he's the main enemy of the story. He's the main foe. All right, so now the Lord is putting the curses upon our enemies now, man. All right, as the scriptures tell us in Obadiah that you would be greatly despised. All right, reading this again. Deuteronomy 30 and 7, "And the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, thy power will put these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." So now my point I'm making is that these devils are feeling the heat now, man. All right. And everybody around the world is complaining and rising up against them. All right.
As we are able to exist here and live and learn and commune and protest together, Palestinians are not able to do that.
Yeah, so I'm saying some Jewish students are complaining that they feel unsafe. All right, but this is the prophecies, man. All right, so let me go back to this article here because it's not going to let me read from this one. All right, but this is the dark cloud that these devils have on them. All right, they're feeling the heat, they're feeling the tension. All right, people are waking up, people are ready to go to war against you, man, and that's the prophecies. So that's what I mean when I said that that Amalek is on the ropes right now, man. There's nothing he can do. All right, he's going to fall, and it's going to be a great fall. All right, let's just read a little bit of this, and then we'll grab some more scriptures. Just want to make a few points on that. All right. So anyway, reading on here, it's the same, pretty much the same article on another page. All right. So it says here, let's jump down. So it says New York City is the home to an estimated 944,000 Jewish residents, more than any place outside of Israel, and has elected 3 Jewish mayors. But since Hamas attack on October 7, since Hamas October 7 attack on Israel, the city has also been home to raucous protests and multiple confrontations between pro-Palestinian and pro-Israeli demonstrators, right? And this is going on all over the country right now, all over campuses, things of that nature. Let's jump down. We're not going to read all of this. Just wanted to grab some points. Pretty much the video shows you enough. All right. So there's been complaints of hate crimes. There have been 103 complaints of hate crimes against targeting Jays so far in 2024. 10 against Muslims, according to the most recent citywide New York Police Department data. This is an increase from 68 to 2 and 2 respectively over the same period in 2023. And the precincts covering the Upper West Side, there were 25 reported bias incidents against the Jays between October 7, 2023 and the start of April, according to the NYPD. It says, we'll read this last right here. It says synagogues have sent their congregants emails about entry and exit procedures One worshiper said, on top of security that was already heightened after the 2018 mass shooting attack at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh, and Major Shoal on the Upper West Side updated its security protocols after October 7th to require staff to wear ID badges at all times, spokesman said. All right. So, all right, you get it. So, you know, these 48ers are feeling it, man. All right, which is all an indicator of them going down, is my point. All right. So anyway, here, let's go grab some scriptures real quick. All right, that dark tension, that cloud. All right, this is Obadiah 1:1. It says the vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Shemel Shai, concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, and an ambassador sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. So this is prophecy being fulfilled right now, man. All right. It said, arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle, against Esau, Edom. All right. Against these 48ers, these JJs. All right. It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. So once again, going back to the point, all right, you have you have people that are calling for the arrest of the prime minister of Israel right now, man, against his war crimes, against the genocide that's going on, the bombings, the killing and murdering of innocent people out there, man. Right? People across these world councils are calling for these people to go down. Right? This is why you got protests and riots going on at these different college campuses against these people, man. All right. The world is tired of your shit. How about that, man? All right. So there ain't nothing that these devils can do. This is why he's on the ropes. His back is against the wall. There ain't nothing he can do now, man. This is why they're at the point to shut it all down. You know, they're taking over the internet. They're controlling the speech. All right. All the decrees that are coming into place to pretty much cover their asses right now, man. All right. This is a very heavy time. All right. For these devils. All right. Let's grab this. This is this is Deuteronomy 33, verse 29, and it reads, it says, happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency, and thy enemies, right? And thy enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. So that's what's happening via prophecy. All right. Our enemies, going back to Amalek, the JJ, the small hatter. All right. They're being found as liars. All right. There's no getting around it. And all of their high places are being treaded down by what? By the spirit of truth, man. All right. His lies, the narrative, the story of the 6 mil. You already know what we're talking about. All right. All of that's been destroyed and been dismantled by the spirit of truth, by this word, man. All right. And the world now is what? Coming against them. You see? This is Job 18, verse 16. His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above his branch shall be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth. All right. This is speaking about the Edomite. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. All right. And it's beginning now with the riots and the protests and him being called out all over the planet Earth. All right. People understand that these people have complete power, but they have the audacity to play the victim. All right. He's the oppressor, but at the same time, he can play the role as the victim. All right. And people around the planet Earth see that shit doesn't add up. Right. So now he's being chased out of the world, as the Lord said would happen. Okay. This is what the Lord said. The world is literally coming against them. Okay. It says, Job 20:27. It says, the heavens shall reveal his iniquity, man. All right. Going back to pretty much, the Lord setting up this internet. All right, this worldwide web, raising up the prophets, all right, to push forth the prophecies, all right, and he's being revealed by that. It says the heavens shall be revealed, the heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. All right. The increase of his heart, the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath, which the Lord is going to use nuclear war to do that. All right. That's how his goods are going to flow away in the day of the Lord's wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High and his heritage, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High. So we're watching his inevitable end play out before him, man. Okay. The riots, the protests, everything that's going on in the so-called Middle East right now, Israel, Hamas, Palestine, all right, Iran. You see, it's all the buildup for this man's destruction. All right. Habakkuk, okay, Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 7. Matter of fact, I want to read this in the NLT. All right, just to further add on to show you that these devils are in complete straits, man. All right. The fall is going to be an epic fall. Right. Heavy times right now on the planet. Right. Let's Habakkuk 2 and 7 real fast. All right. NLT. All right. Because this is what's happening right now. Habakkuk 2 and 7. It reads, Suddenly your debtors will take action. They will turn on you and take all you have while you stand trembling and helpless. Right? As we read, that dark cloud as tensions rise, right? Against the double J's, right? It says, verse 8, Habakkuk 2 and 8 NLT, it says, because you have plundered many nations, now all the survivors will plunder you. You have committed murder throughout the countryside and filled the towns with violence. What the hell is going on in Israel right now? All right, with the Hamas and against the Palestinians and all of that. This is what's going on now. All right. Families, children murdered. All right. Getting blown up, genocide. All right. Taking the land away from these people. Right. This is what everybody's complaining about. They see that this shit is completely, wicked. All right. It's not ethical what's going on right now. They're calling the prime minister of Israel against his war crimes. They're calling for his arrest. Right. People are tired of you. You go on the internet, right, and you see these videos of these JJs, and then you go into the comment section and you read the comments on the video, and these people are getting absolutely roasted, man, by everybody. All right. All your rap shit is being put out there, man. All right. Habakkuk 2 and 8 again. It says, because you have plundered many nations, now all the survivors will plunder you. You have committed murder throughout the countryside and filled the towns with violence. Right. Let me add on to that real quick. That's Isaiah 33 as well. You can add that in there. All right. Now it's the time of vengeance, right? That's the spirit that's in the earth. Isaiah 33 and 1, it says, woe to thee that spoilest, and that was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. That's what's happening now. All right. Against Esau, Edom. Started with Amalek, right? Let's go back. Habakkuk 2 and 9, it says, what sorrow awaits you who build big houses with money gained dishonestly? See, you believe your wealth will buy you security, putting your family's nest beyond the reach of danger, right? So just because the fact that you do have the power, that you do control and run all of the world's resources, is not going to stop you from being judged by the Lord. You see, that immunity that these devils have, all right, the scriptures say they're not in trouble as other men, all right? The Lord is taking that immunity away. He's taking away that hedge, right? When you read Genesis, the 4th chapter, how Cain had that hedge, and he said that anybody, what did he say? Anybody that will, let's get it real quick, Salakia, all right? Genesis, the 4th chapter. right? So this is Genesis, the 4th chapter. So I want to make a quick point on that. Bear with me. Right. So this is after he slayed his brother Abel. Right. Straight to the point. It says, Genesis 4, and we'll start at 12 here. It says, when thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. Right. And the reason why is because the wicked is in the power seat right now. This is why the earth is in the state of death. It can't yield its true strength. All right, because these devils have completely defiled and turned the world upside down. This is why the earth is in the state of death and destruction, war, all right, infirmities, right? It says, when thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth, right? Just like Cain, just like Esau, just like Amalek today. All right, he's a fugitive. He's on the run. He's a vagabond. All right. He doesn't really have a true homeland. This is why they go around the earth plundering nations, man, stealing resources, stealing lands. All right. Going all the way back to their forefather, man, Cain. It says, and Cain said unto the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, my punishment is greater than I can bear. The point. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. Right? This is happening now. This is spiritual, man. Right? And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. Now you're being found out. Now everybody wants to slay your ass. All right? Now the people want blood. They want vengeance, man. This is the Lord that's doing this. This is the Lord that's stirring up this spirit. Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. A time of war, time of hate. That's what's going on, man. You see? Verse 15. And the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai said unto him, therefore whosoever a slave came, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him, right? Going back to that mark where the Lord, took away his pigmentation, all right? That leprosy, which you see, which is on Esau today, all right? Not having any melanin in his skin, all right? But the point, it says, therefore, whosoever slave came, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. So my point is that now the Lord is allowing that, because right now, Cain had immunity for a particular amount of time, but now that immunity, that hedge, the Lord is beginning to take it away. You see? And this is the prophecy. So let me go back to what we was reading, right? Now the Lord is about to let these people have their way with you, right? This is how you know that something's about to go down, man. But let's read that again. Habakkuk 2:9 in the NLT. It says, what sorrow awaits you who build big houses with money gained dishonestly? You believe your wealth will buy you security, right? Putting your family's nest beyond the reach of danger. Verse 10, but by the murders you committed, you have shamed your name and fortified your lies. Exactly, man. Once we read that earlier, the shame that's on him, the shameful spilling. You see, all the murders, everything he's done, the plundering of the planet Earth, the wars, right? The stealing of resources, man. You see, he got to pay for it. It says, verse 11, the very stones in the walls cry out against you, and the beams in the ceilings echo the complaint. And that's really the people. All right. The people are crying out against them. All right. You're hearing the complaints across the world against these devils, man. So this is why, going back, this is why there's a dark cloud over these devils right now. All right. The Lord is translating these curses upon you now. All right. The tensions are getting worse. All right. You're hearing the complaints about how these devils they feel unsafe. They're scared. You can't run away. You can't run from your destiny, man. You see, it says, let's finish it out. It says, verse 12, it says, what sorrow awaits you who build cities with money gained through murder and corruption, man. All right. And that's what's happening here, man. All right. So there's no way, there's no way for these devils to escape, man, is the point. All right. So every day we're moving closer to World War III, the collapse of Babylon. All right. The world coming against these 48ers. All right. So it's a very heavy and epic time that's going on concerning the prophecies, man. All right. So that's pretty much the point, man. You know, he should be greatly despised. All right. Amalek is on the ropes. All right. His ass is pretty much out of there, man. You know, so hey, we're gonna stay tuned and stay glued to these prophecies, man, at the end of the day. So I just want to put that out there, man. You know, as everything that's happening in the earth, all the distractions and the madness that you see on the television, you know, this man, all right, these devils are getting ready to meet their ultimate demise, man. So that's pretty much the point. I pray that this quick lesson was edifying, man. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and shalom to the next one. Shalom.